Hello everyone. Welcome to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Anuradha and I'm an English tutor from SSB Crack Exams. In this session, I am going to give you the answers and their explanations for CDS 1 2020 English question paper, and more importantly on the topic antonyms. So as you can see, the questions will follow from 71 to 80 in the English question paper of CDS 1 2020 exam, and I'll be following the set A of the English question paper. So as you know, CDS or Combined Defence Services is a defence competitive examination conducted by UPSC twice a year for defence aspirants. This year, however, CDS 1 2020 exam took place on 2nd February 2020 and English constituted one of the most important sections in it. We at SSB Crack Exams aim to provide a one-stop solution to the aspirants preparing for not only CDS but also other defence competitive examinations like NDA, AFCAT, Territorial Army, and others. You can take a look at the courses provided by us and buy them by visiting our website www.ssbcrackexams.com. For added discounts and limited offers, use code WARRIOR10 and many more. You could also follow us on our YouTube page, SSB Crack Exams, our Instagram page, SSB Crack Exams, our Learnist page, learn.ssbcrackexams.com, and also download our mobile app from Google Play Store by just typing SSB Crack Exams in the search box. Well, coming back to the point, people, let's start solving the questions from the antonyms section in the CDS 1 2020 English question paper. So you can see here the directions that I have put for the antonyms. Now it's important for you to read the directions carefully before you start answering questions in your CDS English paper, because sometimes the question pattern changes and so also the way to answer them. It's always better for you to read the directions carefully first. So the directions here read as: each item in this section consists of sentences with an underlined word followed by 4 words or group of words. Select the option that is opposite in meaning to the underlined word and mark your response on the answer sheet accordingly. So now you know, if you're not very sure about the meaning of antonyms, and most of you feel a little bit confused when synonyms and antonyms come together, you don't know what is what, then you can understand from the directions that antonyms means you need to find out the words given in the questions and their opposites from the answer options. So let's start by looking at the first question under antonym section from CDS 1 2020 English question paper. So here is the first question, and as you can see, the word that you need to find antonym of is given here, underlined, and it is used in a sentence. Sometimes in your CDS examination, you can face words which come in a single way, singly, and that becomes quite difficult for you because when you don't know the meaning of the word, you need to guess, and sometimes that trick doesn't work. But when it comes in the form of a sentence like this, your job becomes much more easier. So let's read the sentence and let's find out the antonym of the underlined word here. Early medieval period was not a combination of urban and rural civilization. It was not a period of urban decay as claimed by some. Now you all know what is the meaning of decay. It means to perish or to be destroyed. Alright? So you need to find out the opposite of decay. Now, decay is a negative word. So you need to find out a positive word as its antonym. And you can see my lecture where I have talked about the shortcut of positive-negative balance method to find out the antonyms of words in the questions. So decay is a negative word. For antonyms, you need to find out a positive word. If you look at these four options, survival, waste away, decomposition and spoil, all these three, waste away, decomposition and spoil, are negative words which cannot be the antonym of decay, because decay itself is a negative word. You have to find out a positive word as its antonym, and the only positive word existing in the option is survival. So now you can understand that your answer is option A. Moving on to the next question. He speaks eloquently and can pull crowds. Eloquence, eloquently means when you are speaking fluently, non-stop and in a flow. So again, confusingly, expressively, powerfully and fluently, out of these four options, which do you think will be the opposite of eloquently? Of course, confusingly. When you are confused, when you don't know how to speak or to say something, while expressively, powerfully and fluently are all characteristics of speaking eloquently. Therefore, here your answer will be option A. And here you can also use the positive-negative word balance, because eloquently is a positive word. Expressively, powerfully and fluently are also positive words which cannot be the antonym of the word eloquently here. So it has to be a negative word, which is the word confusingly. It's a negative word. Let's move on to the next question. Everyone has to fight the inertia in the system. The word inertia means when you are at a stop. That means when you are not active, when you are in a passive mode, you are stagnant. So here sluggishness, indolence and torpor means lethargy or inactivity, which are all the synonyms of inertia. You need to find out the antonym, the opposite of inertia, which is activity. Therefore, your answer here will be option C. Next question. There is a need to promote philanthropy in education. Now, what is the meaning of philanthropy? When you are showing benevolence or charity to the society, to the well-being of the society, for the welfare of the society. So, philanthropy is again a positive word. Now, for its antonym, you need to find a negative word. So, let's find out the negative word here in the options. Charity, benevolence, nastiness, likeliness. Now, what do you think is the negative word here? Obviously, it's nastiness. Okay, so here therefore your answer is option C. Next question. What we lack in the current times is compassion. When you are showing compassion, you are being kind and again benevolent to someone. So you have to find a negative word because compassion is a positive word here. Empathy is a positive word. Carefulness is a positive word. Hardship is a negative word. But indifference also is a negative word. Now, which do you think will be the opposite of compassion? Hardship or indifference? Obviously, it should be indifference. When you are showing compassion to someone, you're being kind to that person or benevolent to that person. That means you are caring for that person. But when you are showing indifference, it means that you don't give or you don't care for that person. Alright? So that is why you are detached and indifferent. Hence, your answer here is option C. Next question. Tempestuous behavior would not yield much in any place. What is the meaning of tempestuous? This word is coming from the word tempest, which means storm. So tempestuous behavior means stormy behavior. In other words, what is a storm? It's wild. It's untamed. It cannot be controlled. It's destructive. Okay? And tempestuous behavior, when you say someone is having a tempestuous behavior, you mean that person is having a wild, untamed, destructive, even sometimes impulsive and emotional behavior. So if you look at these options, relaxed, passionate, intense and windy, passionate, intense and windy are all characteristics of tempestuous behavior. While if you are relaxed, you are calm. You are not stormy, you are not wild. You are calm and cool and relaxed. Therefore, what should you think will be the antonym of tempestuous? It will be option A, relaxed. Next question. Wooing everyone over an issue for support will not serve much purpose. What is the meaning of the word wooing? Wooing is usually used in cases of courtship. In other words, when a boy is chasing a girl so that she falls in love with that boy. But in other cases, wooing is also used when you want to pursue or persuade someone to do something for you. So wooing means persuasion. So if you see here, wooing has these four options: discouraging, encouraging, pursuing and persuading. Wooing is a positive word. Encouraging, pursuing and persuading are all positive words. So these cannot be the antonyms of wooing. The only word left is discouraging, which is a negative word. So obviously now you can understand that your answer here shall be option A. Right? Coming to the next question. The highest award was bestowed upon her for her yeoman service. What is the meaning of bestowed? When you reward someone or you give someone something. So the highest award was other words rewarded to her or gave to her for her yeoman was given, sorry, it should be given, was given to upon her or to her for her yeoman service, right? So when something is given, you see the options here: conferred, imparted and imbibed all means the same. Given, they can be said to be the synonyms of bestowed. Withdrawn, on the other hand, means when something is snatched from you, withdrawn, taken from you. Therefore, withdrawn is the antonym of bestowed. Hence, your answer is option B. Next question. One feels elated when someone praises one's work. If you don't know what is the meaning of the word elated, you can guess from the sentence. One feels dash when someone praises one's work. Obviously, if I praise your work, will you be sad or happy? You will be happy. In other words, elated means extremely happy. Okay? So, elated is a positive word, right? So, you need to find out a negative word as its antonym. So, feels good is a positive word. Excited is a positive word. Sober is a positive word, while depressed is a negative word. So, here you are with the antonym of elated. Option C, depressed. And the last question from the antonym section of CDS 1 2020 English question paper. So, let's read it. All business activities need not result in profit making. There is a need to be charitable. Now, you all know what is the meaning of being charitable. It means when you are donating. In other words, when you are donating in a charity, you are giving something. That means you are doing good to the society. So, being charitable means when you are doing good to the society, when you are being benevolent. So, is it a positive word or a negative word? Obviously, it's a positive word. So, in order to find out its antonym, what kind of word you should look for? Positive or a negative word? A negative word. So, let's find out this negative word from the options. Lenient, malevolent, unforeseen, gracious. Now, gracious is only positive word here. So, if you are thinking of applying the positive-negative balance method in each and every question from the antonym section, then you are wrong, because this can be applicable to some questions while it cannot for others. So let's read the three other options. Lenient means when you are inactive, when you are lazy. It's a negative word. Malevolent, when you are not doing good to the society. Okay, you are destructive. You are, on the other hand, doing harm to the society. It's a negative word. Unforeseen is also a negative word, when you do not know what is to be happened in the future. Right? Now, if you look at the word you're charitable, that means you're doing good to the society. which negative word do you think will be used as an antonym or can be a suitable antonym to the word charitable? Not lenient, not unforcing, but malevolent, because one of the synonyms of charitable is benevolent and the opposite of benevolent is malevolent. So your answer here is option B. Malevolent is the antonym of charitable. Now you see here, this year CDIS 1 2020 English paper consisted of 10 questions, 71 to 80 in set A of the question paper, 10 questions from the antonym section. Sometimes it may or may not vary. So in average, 10 questions can come in your CDIS exam. So if you're preparing for your CDIS exam, be very careful, start practicing questions, alright? And you can also get all the detailed explanations, question solving strategies, shortcuts, tips and tricks and thorough lectures and practice papers on the points that we have discussed in this session on the question solving for CDIS 1 2020 antonym section. Now for your better understanding, you can just log on to our website www.ssbcrackexams.com. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now to www.ssbcrackexams.com for limited period offers and attractive discounts. Fly high and achieve your dreams. Serve your nation and make your country proud. Jai Hind.